So just making a video here on how to store engine parts and things. I've come across some things lately that kind of surprised me. Granted, I live in a semi-humid environment here just north of the Great Lakes, but got some parts that seem to be rusting and things that I wouldn't expect to do so. Now, generally speaking, when I pull an engine apart, the first thing you do with the connecting rod, you wipe the oil off the journal there to see if it's all scored up. This one here is looking pretty mint, but you see the rust on the connecting rod bolts. Well, it wasn't that way when I put it away, say 3 or 4 years ago. And then this connecting rod was in the same box. You can see it's got a fair amount of corrosion on it, which I'm kind of surprised at. It was currently stored indoors. It's always been, say, in a shed or in a garage or something, in a basement. Never just outdoors in the rain or anything like that. But that conrod there has a surprising amount of corrosion on it for being indoor stored. Now, this camshaft here is probably typical. Again, indoor storage, but you can see the rust on the lobes there. I actually oiled it up last night, or it would have been dry. Here's another one, probably at least 5 years, being stored in a box. The oil wiped off it. Now this one here, it obviously has been outside in the rain or something. I would have got it that way from the scrapyard. Now this crankshaft, it's been indoor stored. It's probably 30 years or so, and see, it's got a little surface rust on it. But this crank here is a good lesson. If you can see right here, that's what happens when you put a steel key in the flywheel instead of an aluminum key, and you don't have the point gap set right, and it backfires. I only took once and slotted that crankshaft right out, so I ended up buying a new one for my go-kart. Didn't know you could find such things in scrapyards back then, but anyway, and then here's a block. This block was broken, piece missing out there, so I removed some more out of it there for use on my Briggs 4. But you can see the quantity of corrosion on it. This one's been left outdoors, but the strange thing is that I've got some of them that were stored, I guess in a shed or something, and they're starting to corrode like that also, just from condensation, I guess. But so what I'd recommend, especially with steel components, is to put a light coat of oil on them before you store them. That should help them not rust so quickly. Anyway, just hope that's helpful to you there.